Man, so we finally get to see how Jin and Sun finally met each other. Man, with the amount that Jin was chasing after Michael, I'd be a little worried if I was Sun. Alright guys, this one's going to be doing a review today. This one's going to be doing a review for Lost. This one's going to be doing my next review for Season 2. This is for Episode 5 titled ... and Found. So, another awesome episode, right? Season 2 has been going great so far. Really enjoyed this one in particular. This episode is another Sun and Jin focused episode, mostly Sun though. And this episode, you know, the funny thing is that this is probably the most simple episode this season so far, yet it was so effective. I really enjoyed this episode, and I really enjoyed the story that was told. Basically, we've got Sun in this episode that has lost her wedding ring, and of course, you know, her and Jin are separated at the moment because you have Jin, who is with Ana Lucia and her people, and of course, you know, they're trying to get back to their group and stuff like that, and they're on their way back with Sawyer and, you know, Michael and stuff like that. And, well, in this episode, we get to focus on Sun that kind of is trying to find her wedding ring throughout this whole episode, which I found kind of funny because you had some, you know, kind of cool interactions. You had one with, like, Hurley, where Hurley was like, yeah, I'm telling you, the dog ate it. Vincent, he ate it, you know? And, you know, she's like, the dog did not eat my wedding ring, you know? And he's just like, oh, dude, anything could happen, you know? But I thought that was awesome. I'm telling anybody that doesn't know this show, I'll just say, Hurley reminds me of a character named Jerry on The Walking Dead. That is exactly what this guy reminds me of. Every time I see him, it reminds me of it. Like, dude, yeah, he could have. He definitely could have, you know? But anyway, I love that. We have her looking for the ring this episode. We've got John who talks to her, and I like the scene where she's ripping up the garden trying to find her ring, you know, and then John kind of comes up and he's like, hey, how you doing, you know, freaking badass walking in, you know, and he sits with her and she's like, did you see me tear up your garden? Yeah, I did, you know. But, you know, she's like, I've never seen you angry, you know, I've never seen you upset, and John's like, nah, you know, it's because this island, you know, it's where I'm meant to be, you know, I'm not lost anymore, you know, see what you did there. But I like that, you know, I like the interaction between them, and I like seeing John kind of help her out and stuff. He's always got such wisdom, you know what I mean, John Locke, meanwhile being a scary motherfucker at the same time, you know. But ultimately, though, this episode ends with finding out that she buried it with the bottle, of course, and we find that out through Kate, who Kate, of course, kind of checks the, you know, the letter and stuff, because she never got a chance to properly say goodbye to Sawyer, which we see, which I thought was really cool as well, too, you know. Kate does care about Sawyer despite, you know, some of the stuff that he does, and I thought that was really cool, and that's how, you know, Sun finds the ring, so I thought that was really cool. Now, on the flip side of it, we got the flashbacks going on in this episode with her, where you see her kind of going out with this guy, this, like, bald guy or whatever, I forget the guy's name, but she's kind of going out with this guy. Meanwhile, you've got Jin that works at this place, and things don't really go so well for him, so he kind of ends up, you know, kind of ditching this job. But I thought it was really cool because he kind of runs into Sun at the end of the episode properly after she kind of calls it off with this guy, right? And she meets him, and it's so nice because it's like love at first sight, you know, when they first bump into each other, you just can tell right away, you know what I mean? And I love that about the episode. I thought it was really cool like that. Yeah, we've also got the stuff with Ana Lucia's group, which this was pretty interesting. We got a full confirmation of who this bigger guy is. This guy's named Mr. Echo. Mr. Echo is a really cool character so far. I like his kind of, you know, need to feel like he, you know, needs to protect Jin because Jin is going after Michael, and Michael is going into apparently others' territory, which obviously the others seemingly are the people that took Walt. So things are going kind of wrong. Things are going not so good. And Michael ultimately kind of goes a little rogue this episode. They got him back, which is good, but you know, he wants to find Walt at any opportunity he gets, and we get Jin and Echo that kind of try to, you know, track him down and stuff, but they bring him back ultimately to Ana Lucia and the rest of them, so I thought that was pretty cool as well too. But yeah, this was a fantastic episode. I loved it. It was very simple, very good, very well told story, and I thought it was fantastic. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'm going to give this episode a perfect 10 out of 10. I loved it. I thought it was fantastic, and the writing for this show, as I always say, is always great. They always keep you on the edge of your seat, meanwhile give you those great simple simple moments that just really stick with you. Sometimes more than the complex moments, you know what I mean? So it's really great. But anyway, if you're new to the channel, guys, and you enjoy videos like this, make sure to click to subscribe and tune miss any other videos for Lost. Make sure to follow me on Dan's Reviews Official on Instagram, guys. And of course, I'll see you guys really soon for more videos for Lost. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and peace out.
Born in the dark alleys, city of concrete. Dan's reviews blowing up, never taste defeat. Walking Dead dissected every plot twist beat. World gone mad, TV junkies hit a treat. Typing up scripts, marathon through the night. His opinions hit harder than a street fight scene. Every episode, brain sharper than a knife. He's the beacon of critique, shedding TV light.